Hey everybody, what up? All right, so in this video, I think a lot of people out there are saying that AI is taking the joy out of coding. And my opinion is that those are the type of developers that probably really like puzzle solving, problem solving, um, logic flows, things like that, or just really having those light bulb aha moments of figuring something out themselves without actually having to get the answer for them. And I think that's a lot of developers, and everybody, all programmers probably have that trait to some degree. I know that I do. I've always been more of an entrepreneurial programmer, though, like business focused, trying to solve business problems and navigating business politics and all of that. That's a big part of the job as well. But with AI, it feels like we're now just being like code reviewers, right? We're prompt engineers and we're code reviewers. And I've said in the past that with AI, it's like babysitting a toddler. It'll, especially with like Claude and Cursor, it just kind of does its own thing sometimes. And every once in a while, you'll find out like, oh my goodness, why did it just do that? It just changed all these files or just hacked away around this problem instead of actually solving it. And from the surface, if you're dealing with a complicated code base, it can be easy to miss if you're not careful. But as everybody progresses in their career, a big part of your job is actually code reviews. So code reviews of other people's code. And that's always difficult, right? It's always difficult to read somebody else's code and then to write your own. And that is now amplified, right? So the job is now transformed into kind of doing that 24/7. You're constantly reviewing code. And that's a natural career progression, really. As we become more senior in level, you're not just reviewing low-level code concepts and things. You're actually looking at the overall global architecture of the project you're trying to make, and in many cases, how that integrates with other projects throughout the company and things. So with AI, I feel like we've now gone from, there's this slow paradigm shift that's already occurred where it's like, I don't use Google or Stack Overflow anymore. I basically use these coding companions, and even if they don't have the answer, a lot of times it could be like rubber duck debugging, where the term is like a rubber duck sitting on your computer. Just, you're talking to it. It doesn't talk back. In this case, it does actually talk back and gives you some advice. But the bottom line is it's like you don't feel alone in coding, where you feel much more alone in the Stack Overflow Google sense. So in a way, I'm embracing this new world. Another thing too is I've been doing this a long time, and I can actually quickly discover like new ways of doing things, and also just learning new things, like filling the gaps in my knowledge base. That's something that is much quicker these days, so it makes me much more productive. And then, the next thing too is like when people get bored with the typical programming, like we've always been in trouble if all you ever knew was like React or Angular, and you just kind of pigeonholed yourself into one particular technology set. That was never a good idea. You always wanted to expand and become that full stack engineer, or, slowly incorporate like the database side of things and the server side and DevOps and things like that. And if you weren't doing that, then you're definitely at risk when technology changes like this, like it inevitably does all the time throughout really the history of humanity, and certainly the history of programming. So all that said, I think that if all you're doing is prompting and reading code all day long, it does feel like a less satisfactory way of coding. And then again, for those aha light bulb moments that I've always had throughout my career, I feel like I just don't really have them as much anymore. And a lot of that could be because I'm not actually writing as much code as I used to. And then there's also just simply the fact that I've been doing this a very long time. And then you could probably also throw in AI in there. So instead of those aha moments, a lot of times I have these AI moments where I'm just like, oh, holy crap, this AI thing figured this out. Or look at this solution it came up with. It also, though, allows us to be lazy as well. So if all you're doing is relying on the AI, then you're probably going to find yourself in trouble at some point, because really it inevitably is going to dumb us down as developers. If we're not learning new concepts and we're just simply prompt engineering and vibe coding all the time, like there's no way it's not going to have a negative effect. I mean, humanity evolves, right? We evolve over time, and typically we evolve from, what separates civilizations and such is like the knowledge that gets passed down, right? The standing on shoulders of giants and things. That's why you can have one civilization that's much more advanced than another when it really just boils down to like society and knowledge transfer. And if we're looking at it from a coding perspective and we're not actually solving any problems and we're just prompt engineering AI, and then AI is learning from that garbage code, we could end up having a snake eating its own tail sort of problem where we're dumbing ourselves down as developers and not being able to figure things out. And I think that that's ultimately what is going to happen. You're going to have a whole new generation of programmers that can get things done and solve problems rather effectively and probably even satisfy a lot of businesses. But there's going to be this lower level lower level of knowledge that these newer developers that are just AI focused are just simply not going to have. It's almost like if all you ever knew was Python, doing low level C code, which is not even technically a low level language like assembly, but that was like sort of a foreign concept to you. And that's going to be the same for people that just know AI and the AI tools. And then you're going to have the actual programmers that know the lower level concepts of, and just simply have much more experience that are going to understand this lower level technology, how it's working under the covers quite a bit better than others. And, sadly, that type of expertise may not be needed as much, right? Because businesses are just going to be trying to pump out more features. And that's going to be more important to them than to have, true expert knowledge. Unless you're writing code that's like flying an airplane or doing medical stuff, you're just going to need less levels of that expertise. And those developers are going to be primarily focused on reviewing a whole lot of user-generated AI-generated content. So, or really user-created AI-generated content. So anyway, I do think that the paradigm shift has already occurred. It's hard to explain. I feel it when I work day in and day out, and there's no going back. It's just the way that we're going to develop now. And as far as taking the joy out of programming, I think a way to sidestep that is to just simply work on something new, work on something more advanced. Continue to expand your knowledge. If you're just asking the same boring CRUD application questions, and I don't think you're pushing yourself enough. Make a video game, write a 3D gaming engine or a pipeline or something, or server side development, DevOps. There's a million things you could do, so you don't have to continue to do the same thing. And you'll find that when you start getting things, trying to solve the more complicated problems, that's where you'll see that AI is still not a true general intelligence being. It's literally just a complicated if-else condition of programming concepts. So that said, I think if you just push your boundaries, then you'll be better off. So ideally, where we are eventually is that with this technology, we should be pushing the boundaries of what is possible, not continuing to do what we've been doing. So if we're going to be 10 times more productive, we should be doing 10 times the complexity. And maybe that's not 10 times the productivity, because there's this productivity paradox that's always happened that, as technology gets better, productivity doesn't seem to follow suit. And that's probably going to be a similar thing with AI. But inevitably, we're going to be able to build more complicated things, right? The tools that we had 10 years ago make us much more able to build complicated things. The Unix operating system was created in literally a couple of days. So that tells you the level of complexity that was in the 1960s and 70s compared to now. Yeah, the programming concepts really didn't change, but the tools got better and the complications got much, much greater. So I think you'd have a lot of old school programmers that would argue that the tools and all the many libraries and things that we have today is just much more complicated to deal with. There's just so much more to know and learn. And AI helps us with that. But ultimately, we should be pushing the boundaries of what we're trying to build and what we're trying to do. We have the same boring medium of HTML, CSS, JavaScript running in a browser. We have the promise of things like, AI and virtual reality and augmented reality. And a lot of those things just still haven't happened, right? Is our medium of consuming content in the future going to be staring at phones and not an augmented reality world? I mean, I feel like we're inevitably headed to something better, something greater. The hardware and the technology has to catch up in the expertise, and hopefully AI gets us there. And that's ultimately the future that I want to have, not a future where we're all just writing React CRUD applications and an AI bot can do that better than a human. So that's where we're at. That's what I think. So if you're losing the joy in programming, I think just expand your horizons, try to build something different. That's sort of what I did actually with the VR game that I've been working on. Check out the trailer. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.